Should be. Yep, I see the recording going. Yeah. So this should be 102 videos for the end. Um. Yeah, I don't know. I know at least one for the Crystal Islands, but I don't know if I will want to have the boss fight credits and if there is like another place that opens up like Dragon Shores previously. I don't know for that I'm gonna want to make that. It'll depend on how long this one. What's up?
Spyro, don't tell anyone, but we were stolen some magic from the Sorceress. We're hiding here whilst we practice using it. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of an accident and turned everything into crystal, and it seems to have aggravated the indigenous creature.
His beard does not make sense. Anyway, um... does look like I should be able to be in this water. Do my thing. Just occurred to me, I haven't figured out about the Zoe thing. The Zoe character and the sparks. Maybe it will end up having to be. I don't know if I'm gonna get it back. At least from here, there, so yeah, I'll just press on.
Would you like to see a magic trick? Watch carefully. As you can see, there is nothing up my left sleeve and nothing up my right sleeve. But now, with a wave of my
The Great
hands
Zambone.
and the magic word, Alakazam!
Do that
You
again.
want to see the trick again?
Still, anything? Nope.
All this magic is just misdirection, you know? Which is why I'm going to start that whirlwind over there. Huh?
There we go. Another one. That. Hang on. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Okay. The gaze tracker is flaking it. Okay, hang on. Launching the software. There we go. Okay. Not sure why that happened. Oh, that could have been very bad. Now I need to talk to this guy.
Okay, I'll show you again.
Yeah.
Spyro, did you know I happen to be a very talented amateur magician? My specialty is very
Yep.
good. Let's see. Hocus pocus, zigglety zen, make this bridge get long again.
Well, I suppose I could show you my new trick, as long as you promise not to tell the great Zamboni.
Well, anyway, I might as well put that. Yeah, my guess for why the gaze tracker disconnected is either it just being weird, which is possible, or it the USB cable may have just
Promise not to.
been knocked a little bit or something. There we go. Because when I was grabbing at the cable, because when something like this happened before, I've unplugged it, plugged back in. When I was just grabbing at the cable and pulling it, so I could unplug and replug it. That's when it started working.
Here, you can have this. I was going to use it.
Okay. Alright, and that was Spyro Road. Those are actually gonna stay up now. Good. Go back and get that. Which I do believe fell from the that last enemy that I got. We don't know about this, but there's this.
Good evening, Spyro.
The amazing Rendini is about to put on a display of prestidigitation. I've heard it's quite impressive, so I'm going to watch the show.
My magic show seems to have overexcited them all. All they need is a good bonk. A light tap on the head should sort them out. But be careful, my friends are trying to burrow after them.
I really don't think I'm going to be able to get this done in time. Like, I don't even know why you would have a timer. That really does just seem...
Well, that did not... A light tap... Well, I hope the...
I'm gonna do it. I just want to clear out this other stuff here first. But no, that is terrible. Let there be patience, okay? Because I mean, even the camera is so awkward on Bentley in general. It's a hard thing to do, even with a...
The moles are a light tap.
And especially with how slow he... I mean, look. It even will be a mole that will get up.
Well,
that will appear and then go back in before Bentley can even get to it. Oh wow, I managed to get to it then. I do have a mic on, maybe the game is listening. But I mean, just... It is rather absurd, this time.
Oh. Look, what?
That was it, right?
I've had to cancel my next performance.
Okay. I really did not want to again. There's a fly. Oh, yeah. That's actually this. still need to figure out about fly to the hidden. Here. Whoop. Seriously. You've got to be kidding. I hate flying in this game. Oh, man. I mean, there are just so many things about the controls where it's like, yeah, it could be good, but it's this. There. Something. Ah, there's the key. Alright. I want to stay back. Oh, maybe not. Hidden. We. Yeah. All of them. Nine. Right? Wait. Oh. For some reason, I thought I had grabbed the flight. I obviously did not. Just to be certain that I did in fact get them all. I believe I did, but... stop that. Oh, wait, what? How did I miss the... There's still not all of it. But how did I miss them? So it's literally one left. Most likely something from the end that I just failed. Or... Yep. Yeah, let's go to the boss fight. Let this be the last video. I spent more with what's his name, Moneybags, than I picked. Alright. So it's player. So I think Bianca's gonna help. Oh, I haven't seen that for quite a while.
Woohoo! Time to kick some sorceress butt!
This is not all that interesting. Oh. Ow. Oh, come on! Honestly, the camera, way these hoverboard things work is more acting in favor than attack. This is boring. What the hell is this? I have no idea how to pilot that thing. Nothing is piloted like that. I mean, just suddenly I'm turning and taking off. What? Okay, no. There was no way she should have caught up to me there. I have no idea how she did. Oh, okay. That is so awkward and very inappropriate. Because as I said, nothing controls like this. So it's basically you always have thrust going forward, and you need to aim up, down, left, right. It's like no. And it's not by mouse. It's not by the mouse. It's just by the WASD. No. That is completely inappropriate. You cannot do that. Because there's zero reason to expect any player to be like, oh yeah, I can totally use... No. And can you please drop another thing? Seriously, why are you just hanging up there? Thank you, there's one. Okay, there is some mouse control, but it's not what I would want to use. And this camera is about as inappropriate for it as well. Because, I mean, it's like, as you saw, I could not see myself for so much of it. Whew. Sorceress down. That went from boring to how could you do that to a player? How could you have those controls?
Spyro, you just defeated a sorceress, rescued the dragon eggs, and restored freedom to the lost dragon worlds. What you plan to do next, Perhaps a nice vacation in Dragon Shores,
You're a real comedian sometimes, Bentley. You know, I still have to find the rest of the dragon eggs. Plus, Hunter seems to have disappeared again, so I should go make sure he's not in more trouble. You haven't seen him, have you?
What? Me? Oh, no. If I do happen to encounter him, however, I will most certainly inform you immediately.
It's a funny thing, Spyro. I adjusted Avalar's portals to take me to the Dragon Worlds, but somehow I ended up here. Maybe my coordinate tables are out of date. Yeah, by 1,000 years. That would explain why the book was so cheap.
So now that you're done saving the world again, are you gonna visit me in Avalar?
Sure, Laura, but I still have to find the rest of the eggs, and, well, Hunter's disappeared again.
Did you say Hunter? Well, hey, I can help. I just saw him sneak off with
him. Agent 9, isn't that a Rhinoc over in those bushes?
Rhinoc! Ooh, let me at him. You want a piece of me, Rhinoc boy? 8 laser punk! Come on now. No fair hiding.
I'm sure Hunter is in good hands. I'm sure he will turn up soon.
Promise you'll come visit Avalar soon, okay?
Now, how many times have I told you not to tease that moose?
It was Billy's idea. Yeah.
Is that true, Billy? Hold that thought, Billy. Spyro, great to see ya.
Hi, Sheila. I've been looking for Hunter all day. Have you seen him?
Sorry, Spyro. Hunter made me promise not to tell you where they went.
They?
You didn't hear anything from me.
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, we knew this from the beginning.
It's a sad sight, Sparks. Another noble warrior falls victim to the plague of love.
So Spyro's
Just
13
look away.
or younger.
Well, I guess we'll have to find the rest of the eggs by ourselves.
Come on, Spyro. Take a little break. Let's watch the show.
Okay. Gonna move. Okay. I got no idea about I'm not getting all the some of them. No, that's not. And there's no hint. Well, there isn't really a hint here for anything like Dragon Shores was for Toadsway. Or Nasty Nork's treasure in Spyro the Dragon. There's no hint of that. There's that one room, but it's like, okay, you need everything unlocked. All the gems, all the eggs in order to get in there. So, that's not happening. Yeah, that's not happening. I would say this of the three. The first one was definitely my favorite. I think that was very, very well done, very well made. At least in this trilogy, in this remastered trilogy. I have no idea about the actual. This would be my second favorite. It definitely had things up. Obviously, you heard, you saw, you know. But Ripto's Rage just that was just infuriating. Way too much in that was, oh, we're just suddenly now doing this. These are the new rules we're playing by. Why would I think that these are the rules that we're playing by? Why is this change appropriate? None. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like that last vehicle that we had against the Sorceress, where it's like, nothing else controls like this. We've never used one of these before, and suddenly, that's what we have to use. Why? Where did this come from? Yeah. That's a name. That environment lighting link. And that must be fun every time you have to sign something. Although I kind of wonder, at some point, if your name is long enough, do you just like make it squiggles and just try to have consistent squiggles and not even care? It's like, nah. I'm saying I can't read this last name. That's okay. It's my signature. All right. Like was it Jack Lew? Was that his name? Was he treasurer under Obama? That basically his signature was just a bunch of circles. Because in the J and the O and the C you have those there, and he also with the E and the U, he just basically made it all just a line of circles. And it's like, technically that is completely legal. So long as it's his signature. It doesn't really matter if it's legible or not. So like the whole somebody who can't write their name signing an X, that's actually, if it's their mark, it counts. Yeah, and I do remember that people talking about how is that really what's going to be printed on every dollar bill that's every bill that's that's printed after that? It's not. I just can't think of what it is. Anyway, and it was like, it could have been, but he was like, no, I'll just start signing it in a more legible way, which is probably the best call there, because like, yeah, just would look kind of weird. But for everything else, I'm just like, yeah, there was nothing wrong with that signature, completely valid. But I could see a name, because that looked like there were a dozen consonants in. and so many vowels. I mean, it's like, yeah, I could understand somebody just doing that. I could also understand if that person was like, no, I sign it out, and it's perfectly legible, and it's like, that should be a point of pride for you. It is. Good. It would be for me. My handwriting is also terrible, so it's like, if I had a name that long and could write it out legibly, I would be very proud. It is interesting how the images here really only pertain to the first game. They're the dragon's face, dragons you rescue. I do have an idea for the next game I will do. I don't want to say, in part because, I mean, oh man, this will be like, this actually might even be later. Wow, yeah. So it's just the whole, I don't know. I don't know when I would start doing recordings, but I do have an idea for what I want to do next. It's just, I don't know when I bother getting to them. So yeah, it'll be a while. And I'd rather not say. I try not to until... That's another good one. That last name for additional designs, yep. That's a... I could even understand a name like that. Nope, I'm just signing with X's. We have more over there. Although it is also some of these... Maybe that's just the English spelling. Because I could believe that some of these... Like, some of these names look like they might be Hindi. I could believe then that in Hindi, in that written language, it writes out much differently and could be easy. And I do not know. There's an art direction in India, so there would have been Indian employees. Anyway, I know I was talking about how I don't want to talk about what the next game will be, because I could also change my mind before that comes out, before I would get to when I need to do the recording. It is nice that I will have so many months. I legitimately, I knew I would have a good amount of time from doing these. I didn't realize it would give me this many. I mean, over half a year. I did not realize that. And the funny thing is, I think the next game that I want to do after this may also produce a large, unless I change them. Yeah. That takes skill. He's got the plate on his tail, a cup is hanging from his belt, but he's also got in the, like, claw thing on his wing, another one. A middle name of SVU? All capital? Huh. Wonder if that actually just stands for something that I don't recognize. And I'm just thinking, this is like part 46 or something? 45, 46, 47? I can alt tab and try to find out. Because I am curious. Crystal... Yeah, it's 47. Yeah, that's a good distance. That thumbnail. Yeah, that should actually be into May. I don't think it'll be. It might be though. I'd have to actually look at the calendar. I was just looking at the thumbnails, because the thumbnails have both the part number and the name. Nothing else actually necessarily has that, which is not always that great for me. But it's I don't know. I don't think, constantly saying part 5, part 6, part 7. I don't think that's necessarily great to do in the title. Not when it's like this, where it's like, no, I'm naming the levels I'm in. Plus, they come out on a schedule in a playlist according to their order. why add that? Overall, I have had fun with this, but yeah, I mean, Whipto's Rage, definitely. I will say this about the game that I have in mind for what I will do next is a game I have previously played. So it shouldn't annoy me as well. It's been long enough that that's my memory is going to help me too much. But I do know it is a game I do enjoy. If that is one I go. As I may change my mind, a lot could change in a month. I could get a job and end up having to end up having to drop the stuff for not having time. And that probably won't happen. Because I'm just like, for this schedule, I just need to do 1 recording a week to stay up. For the other schedule, it's 2. So at worst, that would be like 3 videos that I need to do in a weekend to have the week covered. I'm gonna be able to beat that. So this is one hobby I would be able to keep doing. But man, probably won't. My life is miserable in that way. By that I mean, say I have, like just yesterday, an article that I had been working on for months. Not so much because of the article, but because of an associated tool with it. The applet that I made for the heart rate data, I've made much more advanced, complicated one of that to work with other data. And it's like, I mean, I get that for some people it's not that interesting, but it's also one of those, I put a lot of work into it. And there are going to be those people that if they spent the time to actually look at it would recognize that, oh man, there's a lot here, you can really get a lot out of it. But it never seems like anyone wants to look at this stuff, even if they would be in it. Like even if somebody were interested in seeing, you know, where in this gaze tracker on Spyro the Dragon, what that actually sounds interesting. I want to watch it, and it always seems like they either would never start or it's like they always stop within 5 minutes. Like how I write a book and then it seems like nobody reads it. And things like that. It just always. I can remember years ago now. Somebody as part of the introduction. Shake their hands and say, tell me one interesting thing about you. And he was like, okay, no, it's okay. I'll come back, putting somebody on the spot. And it's like, okay, do that, move to the next one, same question, move to the next one, and try to come out. And the answer I gave was, I'm boring. And the funny thing is that as I thought about it, it's like, that really is the most accurate thing. The most accurate answer there. The most interesting thing about me is I am boring. Because I do a host of very interesting things. I write books. I design experiments, build up scripts to perform them, and build up scripts to process the data. I will write articles about them as well. I do these videos. I do the game reviews, the news writing, QA work that I've done. I'm just like, I do a lot of interesting things. But I myself am boring because no one gives a shit. No one cares. No one looks at any of it. So it's like, legitimately, the most interesting thing about me is I am actually boring despite everything I do. Like, I've known people that are not boring. That if they did, 2 of the things that I do, people would want them to talk about that. People would ask them, it's like, what are you working on now? What book are you writing now? What game are you reviewing now? What experiment are you doing? I know people that's exactly what happened if that's the stuff they did. But no one I know does anything like that. They're just, more interesting than I am. And it doesn't matter what if I do. It's a very weird paradox. But as I said, my life is miserable, so what do you expect? Who knows, maybe by the time this comes out it won't be miserable. I doubt it. It sounds horrible. It does. It is, but I mean, it works. Because it's also one of those things, it's like, yeah, I'm doing things that no one else is doing. Like the applets that I make, nobody else does that. Not like I do. I mean, yes, the applets themselves, you can see galleries of things that people have made for them. But they're not applied to video game performance data. They're not applied to CPU thermal data. They're not applied to heart rate data. It's like they're not applied to any of them. That's only me. So it's like in the journalistic industry I'm in, I guess you could put it as, with the reviews, with the articles, I have no competition. I am alone. I am unique in doing that stuff. No one else does any of it. And nobody cares. But it is one of those, only I am doing it. So it's like, yeah, that's only me. And I can also believe that's not only nobody else is doing, but nobody else can do. Or will do, because I can believe that any reviewer you think of, I would say that with very rare exception, would any of them have the skill or have the people around them with the skill to make those apps. They would have to invest the time to learn how to do so and then get around to doing so. But they'd probably also be told by somebody, no, don't do that, it's not worth it. I can think of one exception. Ian Cutress, Dr. Ian Cutress. He would definitely have the skills for doing it, but he's never done it, to my knowledge. But I could definitely see, like, if he would look at what I've done, be interested. Well, he doesn't do the review stuff anymore. But if he were still doing those reviews, I could see if I could, like, put that in front of him. I could see somebody like him being like, I could do that. Doesn't mean he would, but I could see him being like, yeah, that's something within my reach. But I could also see some of the people at Level 1 Techs doing it. Michael at Phoronix definitely could, because he just built his own software for doing some of that. I like his graphs, but I do think that my stuff is better. That I have a bit more varied analysis, and also the customization. I don't think he has that. I don't think Phoronix Test provides that. Certainly not for use within articles like mine. So, but I mean, he could definitely. But it's like Hardware Unboxed, I don't think any of the three. There was three. I don't think it's just Steve and Tim. I think there's a third that's an editor that is never in front of the camera. I could be wrong with that. It's at least those two. But I don't think either of them have the background for putting together the data applets I have. Gamers Nexus, I'm certain don't. Because if they did, then that means that they would also have somebody that would know not to make graphs as bad as they have made them. I'm serious. I've seen their graphs, unless they've changed in the recent. When I've seen them, it's like, yeah, these graphs are made to overwhelm, to be visually impressive, not visually important. And it's like the tool I use. You would be, if you're using that tool, chances are you are somebody who knows and understands proper graph design. So you wouldn't. It's like you wouldn't be there. You would have already been telling them, hey, you can't be using these graphs this way. I don't know about some of the other places, like Ian Cutress used to work at an Antec. I don't know. I mean, they could do it. They could do those applets, but I don't know if they have the interest in it. Because that's one thing. Is that these applets work best. They're best applied in written articles, because that way, somebody could just, go over and mess with it. It can be embedded. I put in links, but can also be embedded into the web page. That's neat. That's awesome and all, but I could see some print media outlets, even though it's saying like print, but just web page outlets being like, you know what? No, we want this to be fixed. We don't want a person going in there and being able to change it. We don't want it live either, because then you have to maintain the applet and data and such for these people to access it, for the random reader to access it, and that isn't necessarily that easy. Certainly doable. I actually, if I were willing to pay the money for the year, I could actually have a lot more applets. But I'm not interested in spending my money that way when it doesn't produce income for me. And also when it seems like, as I said, nobody's interested in stuff I do. Alright, so we are just here. just for the fun of it, and I do want to... Actually, not that far. But I'm not going for all the... That's just... I'm not doing it. And I'm not going for all the gems, because I know that some of them are in places where it's like, I'm not doing that to myself either. I just want to... They don't open, but it's also like we have known 149. So I would need 14. Wait. What? How am I at 100% when there's still an egg? What? Oh, he's right there. What is... See, I had a feeling that there would be something.
Don't worry, Spyro. I won't be needing any more of your money. Now, don't look so surprised. I found one of the dragon eggs, and I'm going to sell it for a fortune back at Avalar. Uh-oh. Why are you looking at me like that? I've got to be going now. Toodles!
This does seem an appropriate end. And he's slower than a thief, so you're guaranteed to catch up. So it is just you get to be physically abusive to this guy, who, though greedy, was always helpful. I mean, we cannot say he wasn't. I mean, now, I will grant, it hang on. Okay, he's got a ways more to go. Now, the people he helped imprison, they got way more cause to attack him. And they all did. So it is kind of awkward that Spyro, who it's like, yeah, he's been, you know, bad as far as requiring payment for all sorts of things. And now he's threatening to sell a dragon egg. So it's like, yeah, there are those ways that he is a terrible person. But do we need to be chasing him down quite like this?
Drat!
8,000 reasons? Kick butt.
Drat! I never knew dragons were so fast. That's it. I give up. I'm retiring to Spooky Swamp to become a haiku poet.
Okay. That makes sense. That's not the right way. Okay. 111% now. So I'm missing one there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Wait. That gets me to 145. That needs 149. Four. 5. 6. 7, 8. 9. 135. Sorry, 136 plus 9. I'm even going to use the calculator. 36 plus 9 is 145. How do we have 4 more? 4 bosses. That's all I can think of. Wait. Yeah, there's 4. And so I'm just so curious. I have to find out, and at least he should be the answer. I don't remember. He's the first. We'll just do it here anyway.
When I heard the Sorceress was planning to ambush...
Yep. I just... Seriously. Oh, come on. I mean, that's fine. I mean, he is 100% level, so it... I really don't know where those extra 4 could possibly be. Maybe. Because there's also 4 realms. And I've not perfected any of them. I mean, look, back here, there's Hunter's Dogfight here. Maybe it's completing each one of them gets you something. I don't know. Well, gets you a an additional egg. That's not unreasonable. There it is. I don't know why the gaze tracker is so iffy. Anyway, maybe I can, yeah, like, I'll try recalibrating. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know what is up with those last so many. But regardless, I shall see you next time for whatever game that'll end up being. Because as I said, maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I'll. See you then, though.